Nice little waterfall looking thing.
Do you remember when we had our pictures taken here? Me and you? Falls are up here.
Do what?
See all the water?
Two parrots flying across. Yeah, they call them in, flying across the park to the front. Big parrot.
Big bird.
For our first show of the day, and while these amazing birds are moving, my favorite part is about to happen. So, if you are looking for a place to stand, come over here, look in this direction, get your phones and cameras out and ready to go. Because these are not the only birds that we get to work with. We actually work with several critically endangered species of macaws. Birds that are really rare out in the wild. Wizard is one of them. He is a red-fronted macaw. Fewer than 600 of these birds currently found in the wild, and yet he's still not the most rare macaw that we work with. We actually work with a macaw that's so rare, there's fewer than 400 of them in the wild.
So it's not a land. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go to Kilimanjaro first.
Mom, look. Mom, look what's being good. Mom. I like it. How could it be up? You really think?
reading once and she got some.
Oh, can I get one of those?
As soon as we turn, we're going to lose it, so I like to point it out right there. But a little further up is a different type of antelope on the left. These light brown ones are called greater kudu. So two different types of antelope over here. On the right there, you're also going to see a pair of okapi. Okapi are commonly mistaken to be related to the zebra because of their striped legs, but they are the only known relatives of the giraffe. They're going to have very similarly shaped skulls.
Another thing the okapi is going to have in common with the giraffe is going to be the length of their tongue. An okapi's tongue is so long, they are able to lick the inside of their own ear and also their own eyeball. At the top of the hill in front of us, you guys might be able to see there's that large black and white bird up there. That is called a saddle-billed stork. It can stand up to 5 feet tall with an up to 9-foot long wingspan. They're very large birds. Might get a better peek maybe around the other side, but you should be able to see it a little bit, at least on the right. Ooh, but there's a black rhino back there on the left.
What's a rhino? Wow.
Black rhinos are on the smaller side in terms of rhino species. Only around 3,000-ish pounds, which is, believe it or not, on the smaller side. There's actually another one laying down up against that rock wall, also on the left. And then there is the other saddle-billed stork, also down to the left. That bird is kneeling. That is not their full height. Remember, 5 feet tall with an up to 9-foot long wingspan. That's their real-life nest on the right, though, at the top of the hill. They really did build that nest themselves. Wow, some really great luck here in the Little Ituri Forest. It's possible we may have seen everything in this area. Yeah, I think we did. So we're going to keep on either side of the trunk here. It's going to be roughly 9 feet. During their mating season, the pink skin of their back does get just a little pinker, which is what is known as blushing. They will blush during their mating season. It's very sweet. Looking to the left, you're going to see some Nile hippos down there. Nile hippos can be well over 5,000 pounds, which is just a little too large to swim. So when they are under the water, they don't do a ton of swimming. They will walk along the bottom and then float to wherever they need to get to. Hippos are also pretty stinky animals. You may start to smell them just a bit as we're heading through the Sapi. That is because Nile hippos will use their dung to mark their territory. So they will go to the bathroom in the water, fling their tails all around, which helps to spread their dung and their scent. They're about that big. The other three are younger females, but the females' horns can get to be just as large as the males. So these females are still growing, but their horns can get that large as well.
It's a cattle, baby, not a cow. It's a cattle.
A little further back, there's also some sable antelope back there, those dark brown ones with the big curved horns. Known to be very brave animals who will never back down from a fight, no matter how large the animal they're up against. Get a better look at that Maasai giraffe over on our right. I think there's going to be quite a few giraffes that hang out. Another giraffe will give birth standing up. You're also going to see, I think, a Hartman's mountain zebra on our right. And one of my personal favorites, there's an eland there. That's that really large, kind of light brown one. Eland are some of the largest antelope in the world. They can be up to 6 feet tall at their shoulder, can weigh over 2,000 pounds, and are still capable of jumping around 5 feet straight up in the air from a standstill. They're incredibly powerful antelope. For that zebra there, there's only one there at the moment, but there's probably the rest of the herd not too far away. But a group of zebra rather can be called a dazzle, because when they are protecting themselves from predators, they will run in circles around each other, creating an optical illusion with their stripes that is meant to confuse or dazzle their predators. So that eland we see over there is the male on the right. If you guys look ahead of us, the female, she's up here. Now remember, like I said, they're about 6 feet tall at their shoulder. That is roughly going to be to the top of your guys' doors right next to you. Like from the ground to the top of our door. That's about 6-ish feet, give or take. They are massive animals. They're super cool. For the zebra, it does only take a short amount of time from birth for a mother and baby zebra to memorize each other's stripe patterns, ensuring they are always able to pick each other out in a crowd, because every single zebra stripe pattern is unique, just like our fingerprints. The good news about there being a giraffe in the road, which is what is happening right now, is it means we're going to get some really nice close peeks at a couple more giraffe. in just a few moments. Obviously that zebra's coming over to say hi. Now, like I said, this is a Hartmann's mountain zebra, so it's a specific species of zebra. There are 3 main species of zebra found across Africa. Hartmann's mountain zebra have a couple of things make them a little different. They've got specialized hooves, allow them to better walk on really rocky mountainous surfaces. They also have something called a dewlap. If you look underneath the neck of the zebra, you'll notice there's kind of a little extra flap of skin down there. That is the dewlap. There's going to be lots of blood vessels clustered all together. Oh, good morning. They're calling out to the rest of the group. You can hear them calling. That was cool. They don't make noises very often. That's the first time I've heard that. Anyway, dewlap. That flap of skin clustered together. Lots of blood vessels under there. Keeps them cooled off. Yeah, they're calling out to the rest of the herd, I think, who's kind of around the corner. Yep, so there they come. Calling out to their family. Aw, that was sweet. They're looking for each other. Yeah, you're gonna start to see the rest of the zebras make an appearance.
Take a picture over here. Take a picture over here.
Ooh, there's that Maasai giraffe. Now that's actually gonna be the mom of that baby that we saw. I'm guessing the baby's probably gonna make an appearance in just a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna be moving again. So let's keep a lookout. Some great views over here though. That was awesome. Here's that female eland beside us on the left. There's the baby though. He's walking beside his best friend. That's his bestie right there. So I would guess that this little guy here is probably more than 9 feet tall at this point. So even though he is small for a giraffe, he would tower over every single one of us for sure, for sure. There's that male eland walking away from us. You're also gonna see a couple springbok on the right. That's gonna be those really small, kind of light brown antelope. Now springbok, they get their name from their ability to spring forward up to 13 feet in one bound. That is roughly the width of this truck. So incredibly powerful antelope. A couple more of the adults in front of us, one of the females to our right, and a big old male to the left. The male, you'll notice, is significantly larger than the females have been. He's a big dude.
Yeah, what is that?
Now there are some pretty large downed trees on either side of the... Now because there are 2 of them, I do believe we are looking at a pair of females. Female elephants, they do tend to stay with their mothers, usually in that same herd throughout their whole lives. We'll talk about that in a second. If you look real quick to the left, there's some mandrills back there. They're in the very back. There they go. They're camera shy. Mandrills are the largest type of monkeys in the world. The males have the brightly colored faces and backsides. Females are only around half the size. Those were 2 females back there. I think you're going to start to notice there's a couple more up ahead. So we're going to see another group of females over here. This is one of the girls beside us. She's playing with the stick. She's got a stick in her mouth now. There's a couple more up ahead. Let's go take a look. Herds of elephants like this are usually going to be ruled over by what's called a matriarch. That's going to be a dominant female elephant. She's right down by the water, which is exactly where we're headed. So this little one that we are about to see is just under 2 years old. The average elephant calf at birth going to weigh around 250 pounds. The average elephant pregnancy lasts up to 22 months. Nearly a 2-year-long pregnancy for elephants. There's the little one. And I actually think that's her grandma right behind her. Because those females stay with their mothers their whole lives. It's not uncommon for there to be several generations of female all living together. So there's 3 generations of female elephant in this herd beside us. Pretty cool. Is by the tree on the left. Cheetahs are the fastest land animals in the world. They can reach speeds approximately 60 miles an hour, but can really only keep that speed up for a couple hundred yards. Then they do have to stop and take a break. They are sprinters, not marathon runners. Like I said, cheetahs are pretty excellent at camouflage. They're going to do most of their hunting during the day. And the other female is on the lowest level.
See the lion there? Lion and the red.
Now, lions are what are known as crepuscular animals, meaning they're usually going to be most active around dawn and dusk. Otherwise, they typically spend a lot of their day sleeping. They can sleep for up to 20 hours a day. We're going to come around. I want to get us a little bit of another look at that male lion. I think we'll see him still from this other side. One more time. In front of that green truck, also on our right, there's also a water buck there. That's a type of antelope. For those white rhinos, they don't get their name from their coloring at all.
I used to live in South Carolina. How you doing?
That's what I told you.